Here's one of the most fun games I have played in a long while. How this is a thing, I don't know, but I'm really happy that it is. So I picked Finley, and I was really happy to see Maleficent here in my options and the MicroMummy in my shop. So Maleficent, her buddy is a 2-star 4/4 bomb, I think, and whenever a mech dies, the bomb deals 4 more damage during combat, of course. So kind of like a junk bot, but like instead of getting stats, it will deal damage. I'm just G-curving this, and Maleficent is one of the best heroes according to HS replay stats. So the stats are still very early, but we see her have a really good high average win rate, and I can see why. Like it's a tier 2 buddy, so you get it super early, and it kind of sucks because we're playing Finley, meaning we get a tier 3 buddy that gives us a tier 2 buddy. So we're kind of at a disadvantage this game because I have to wait longer to get my tier 2 buddy than normally. And there's another Maleficent in this lobby, so we're playing a Maleficent 1v1 basically, and the end game is gonna be really fun, as you will see. I decided to sell my Salamata. I roll once more here, trying to find a better card to replace my Gambler with, because I really want to get my buddy. Sadly, the shop is bad. I'm not gonna buy anything, but I still was able to get my buddy just in time. So it is turn 6 now. We got our first buddy. I have a pair, and you'll see how strong it is. So you get like early tempo, right? You get an insane early bomb if you just have a couple mechs on the board, so you're strong. So that's why her average win rate goes up. But then her end game. So the end game, like theoretically, you still lose to insane high roll boards. You lose to big elementals, to big dragons, stuff like that. But the meta did become a lot faster without armor. People are still experimenting, and you can just win with a bomb comp. And there's some really fun strategies you can do that you'll see in this video as well. I have a triple here, so one thing to keep in mind when playing Maleficent is triple into 5 drops. Don't triple into 4s. I think I tripled into 4s with Maleficent once, and it felt really bad because there's nothing really for you there, like Ag maybe, but on 5 you can find Kangaroos and Baron. Also, this is an issue. The bomb triggers, but Reborn and Death Rattles resolve afterwards. So if your opponent has Ags, other Death Rattles, or like Reborn Mechs now, then you will, you know, just pop all of those, then the bomb will stop, and then if the summons will happen, so you still lose the fight. So that's something to keep in mind. That's what I lose to a lot in the mid game, just people having a random Death Rattle or Reborn, and that just resummoning at the end of the fight. I found a Kangaroo, so rewarded for waiting with the triple into a 5-drop, refacing in a Zoff, and I still have another pair. I have nothing else really, and there's a double McCaw. Now double McCaw is awkward because, you know, I have the bomb in front that I felt like a trigger, and Kangaroo. How does it work with Kangaroo? I decided to take it because, I mean, I could just roll here, but it's a good pair and it should be strong. But I'm trying to figure out positioning now, and you could put the Kangaroo in the back. You can also, something that a lot of people do is sacrifice the well, Kangaroo got sniped right away, which sucks, but you could also sacrifice your Squirrel Bomb, your buddy, so that way it's in the Kangaroo, then you have the Kangaroo pop later in the game, so it summons it back. But there's no real advantage of that without Baron, because you just, you know, kill your bomb to just get it back later. Might as well put it in the back, have the Kangaroo summon more mechs to stack into your Squirrel Bomb. I decided to push to tier 5 here, knowing that I was probably going to take a lot of damage, and yep, my Kangaroo got sniped again, which is unfortunate, and my bomb. So everything got sniped right away, but damage cap saves me. The reason I want to push to 5 instead of stay on 4 is on 4 I can like find taunts, maybe triple bomb, that's about it. On 5 I can finally roll the Baron, the more Kangaroos, high roll a lot harder, and there it is. I could even find Reborn for my MarkMcKz. So I wanted to take the risk, take the level here. When 14 HP and there's a ghost, you can definitely die, so we gotta be strong. I found my triple onto bomb. Sure, I'll take it. And an Argus, which is very good, because now finally maybe my stuff will stop getting sniped. And there's a Buster from the triple. Now you could consider Hamul, I guess, if you want to find modules and stuff like that. But I mean, obviously I'm gonna take a Buster. I have my Kangaroo here, and my Baron. So now it becomes really weird. How do you position this? Try and figure it out for yourself, because I have no clue. I'm trying my best, and I changed it up from 5 to 5 to see what works. I decided to just lead with Buster because I think the stats are really valuable and I want it in my Kangaroos. Then just the bomb second, so it pops, and then McCaws either trigger my Squirrel in the back or the Kangaroo, which is fine. If it triggers the Kangaroo, it still resummons the Buster and probably the bomb here that goes off. So he wasn't even able to kill my Buster, so this McCaw triggered my Buster. I guess more stats for me, that's fine. And then this one could trigger one of the 3, and it triggers the squirrel, which is just good. Look at how much damage it's gonna do. It's gonna wipe out not that much actually. There were not that many mechs dying, just 2 I think, the Buster and the Bomb. So look at the kangaroos now. It just resummons my entire board and I'm massive. Like the squirrel only triggered once, was very weak, but apparently this comp is just incredibly strong purely with that Buster stats and McCaw value. So I think this comp would, I don't know, you could either do like full McCaw or full kangaroo. And I'm trying a hybrid and seeing how it works. I just rolled a bunch, hit nothing, but we're facing Ghost, so I can be greedy. I don't really need to find like a really good mech to put in anyway. Now I'm gonna mess with my positioning again. I'm gonna put Kangaroo second and Bomb in the back. I know they don't have cleave anyway, so this way Buster will pop, maybe Bomb, then the Kangaroo will resummon both, and then the Macaws can trigger the Squirrel in the back. That was the goal. Now they open. They also have a Buster comp. They open with a Golden Macaw, also have a Baron. They pop my Bomb, which is there to maybe bump some Divine Shields. Buster dies. Also keep in mind that by now I should probably have my golden buddy, but because I'm playing Finley, it's taking me a lot longer to get it since, you know, my buddy is a tier 3, but Maleficent's buddy is actually a tier 2. They sniped my my bomb here, but it still is dealing a lot of damage just purely with this Baron. It was kind of looking bad this fight, it looks pretty iffy, but yeah, then Kangaroos comes here for the rescue. The golden bomb Baron is also just a lot of damage, so we're playing kind of a double bomb comp. Still have the Busters, you know, resummoning and getting a lot of stats on our board. So this is like, I think, the ultimate mech comp, just a mix of everything. The Macaws are awkward in here, but I don't want to sell them because Macaws triggering the bomb just seems so much fun and so much value. Like if I can actually get these Macaws to guarantee trigger my buddy, that would be amazing. So here's a turn where I triple my buddy. We're up against a Maleficent on top of the lobby, so this Maleficent seems to probably be stronger than us, since I had to take a lot of hits and I get my triple buddy later. I mean, we could take a Mechs now here, and yeah, Golden Macaw is also massive. Again, positioning is going to be a real headache, so try and figure it out along with me. I'm able to get a second Buster. You can see me losing my mind in the bottom right corner, because that is pretty great. Although I don't think I ever want to level to tier 6. I'd way rather find this Golden Baron. And I decide to module my buddy here, so that maybe it dies and goes into Kangaroos, or like it might not even die at all or pop at all if I don't module it, and I don't want the Baron value with it. So a lot of stuff can go here, like a lot of stuff can happen. Either they kill my Squirrel and it also happens to go into Kangaroo, either it doesn't and it just gets buffed up a lot, which seems to be happening here, and then the Busters resummon with the Kangaroos, and all of that goes into, you know, the damage that the Squirrel is gonna deal. As you will see right now, even like the Squirrel is completely stacked up with a bunch of mechs that died, and Kangaroo is gonna refill that even more, and I just refill my board. So look at this. What is happening? We're clearly stronger than our opponent, this Maleficent. They chose for the different strategy where they sacrificed their bomb early. Their bomb also was able to snipe our Macaw, sadly, so we didn't get to see how that would work out. But yeah, they sacrificed it early, so that way it goes into the Kangaroos, and then the Kangaroos resummons it. But I think I prefer doing it like this, having the Busters go into Kangaroo, because that just resummons an entire board, and that's more like Death Rattle mechs that go into the bomb. If the Squirrel dies first, sure, it goes into it, but I don't value it too much. Like, this bomb is awkward. I think I'm selling it. It's the one thing I really want to sell, because I don't really want that resurrected by Kangaroo. Like, the value is nice that it shoots and pops the shields maybe, but I really want to just have good mechs guaranteed into Kangaroo, and we found a Deflecto to replace it with. Anyway, I'm able to reborn Macaw. I still don't really know how I should position this, because Macaw can trigger anything on my board. I'm fine if it triggers the Squirrel. I'm fine if it triggers the Buster. That is probably maybe even the best hit. If it triggers Kangaroo, I just need to find good positioning that actually gets value and summon stuff. It's never going to resummon the full board, obviously, but I think I do it like this. Buster first, then whatever it summons dies. They even ghoul me, and then Macaw just triggers something. Sadly, my Buster didn't die, and they sniped my Squirrel early. I mean, sadly, it's still in the Kangaroo. My Golden Macaw is able to hit the Buster here. Like, this Squirrel is massive, also has Hogger and their buddy. If you guys saw my latest video, that's what I did as well. APM Pirates with the buddy, it's really fun, and we just completely murdered them. I didn't even need that value, and now it's a 1v1. This is one of the most fun end games I've ever played. Maleficent versus Maleficent, these Squirrel Bomb gamers. I don't know what my board is. I'm able to finish off the game with a Golden Baron. I couldn't be happier. So we have a Golden Baron here, Golden Reborn Macaw, Golden Bomb, 2 Busters, a Kangaroos. Literally everything and too much. I'm making it too hard on myself, trying to do too much. You could just sell the Makar, you could sell the Kangor and try and be more consistent, but I love going for a good high roll, and we'll see how this works out. Now I'm changing the music because this is one of the most beautiful fights you will see, I think. They open with their squirrels still, which could snipe some of my things. My Buster was able to die. Their bomb didn't do damage. Again, it only triggered twice. Both Busters died, so Makar can now either trigger the bomb, which it did, or the Kangor, which luckily it didn't. Now, there's not that many Mechs into the bomb, but I have like a Golem Bomb, Golem Baron, Golem Makar, so it's gonna trigger a whole lot still, and actually wipe this entire board already, I think, which is just absolutely disgusting. And Makar even resummons, so it's just gonna trigger again. Sadly, I got sniped here, and this bomb does have some Death Rattle stuff in it, but doesn't matter. This wasn't even close. And this is probably the most fun build to play. So I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you learned something. Just be strong with this buddy, level to 5, and just do stupid mech stuff. Do strong shit. Have a good day, and thank you for watching.